won't sleep or stay. Signals live, baby, on the Palmetto Racing Network waves, where the roots run deep, gators bite, and the mean serpents play. Fumes and the engines louder than bombs. Only two things known to live long: champions, legends, stock car engine. The roughest, toughest bunch of motorsports, the wildest crowd you ever seen before. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Champions, legends, stock car engine. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Network of choice for the bold, for the free. Every roar, every voice on the air, on the screen. What they hear, what they know, where they've been, what they seen. Every turn, every burn, Palmetto carries the speed. Mean serpent, roughest, loudest, on scene, on stream. The roughest, toughest bunch of motorsports, the wildest crowd you ever seen before. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Champions, legends, stock car engine. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road.
Hello race fans, and welcome to another exciting evening here at the Palmetto Racing League as their StreetStock series takes to the track here at Langley Speedway. 125 laps of short track action tonight here as we get set to get this one underway. 4-driver grid tonight. We are a few drivers short, unfortunately. However, this track has room for only about 19 drivers in the pits, so a small crowd works well for tonight. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue. These 4 drivers that are currently getting their qualifying laps there, as you see them making their way around the track here, going ahead and trying to get that grid order situated for the 4 that are running tonight. We have the 27 of Aaron Martin, the 74 of Kyle Simmons, the 25 of Stephen Gall, and the 45 of Brent Grandpa Thompson. So let's go ahead and get our race info for this evening up on the screen. Just a short track configuration here. This is the regular season race week 13 here at Langley Speedway tonight. Temperature out there is about 76 degrees, so track temperature is about 74. A little cloudy, not too bad though. Winds a little gusty, not too terrible. 8-mile-an-hour winds, so should be some exciting racing tonight in these 125 laps. We're going to hope these guys keep us green for the whole time. We'll see hopefully see some green flag pit stops. That's the game plan there as we look to get this one underway while these drivers wrap up their qualifying laps here. We have about 2.5 minutes roughly before qualifying is over. So let's get our short track up here. Time and tower. Qualifying currently underway in this one. We'll take a look here. Don't believe anyone is currently on track. Looks to be like everyone has gone and qualified except for maybe the 45 of Brent Thompson. I don't believe he has taken to the track yet, so he's got about a minute and 45 seconds to go before qualifying wraps up. We can get this one underway tonight. Coming off of an action-packed weekend this weekend with the Palmetto Racing League's Truck Series as they took to the track at Bristol. That was an exciting race as well. Another short track, close battle between several drivers there. Definitely another interesting one. You can definitely tell that race season is picking up around everywhere, though, as this league does have some actual real-life racers in it. And a lot of them have been spending time in the shop getting their cars ready for the in real-life action, which I applaud them. It takes a lot of dedication to not only put together and efficiently run a real-life race car, but also a lot of money involved in that. So hats off to those guys, and they have our full support, and they know it. We actively tell our drivers all the time that if you run in real life, be sure to drop it in the Discord. Show us, keep us up to date on progress and how you're doing in the season. I love to see those guys getting out there and doing well. That is definitely an awesome thing to be able to do for sure. So we take a look now, qualifying, getting ready to wrap up here with just 3 seconds left to go in this, and it will be a wrap. We will get our take away our tower there and wait for the grid to pop up on us, and we will see who got the best of qualifying. Looks like the 25 of Stephen Gall had the best time starting in first place tonight. Kyle Simmons rounding it up in second there. Aaron Martin in the 27 in third, and Brent Grandpa Thompson in the 45 in fourth. So just 4 drivers tonight, unfortunately. That's all right, though. I can promise you that the 4 that are out on the track, they will get out there and make it happen. So we will get ready to go here in this one. Not a lot of camera views to offer here at Langley, so we'll do our best to keep you up on all the action here as it's happening. If you are currently viewing the channel and watching the stream here, be sure to drop us a line there in the chat. We do actively monitor the chat while the race is going on. Be happy to answer any questions. Shout out your favorite driver if you've been keeping up with this thing from start to finish. Or maybe your favorite driver's not on the track tonight because he races in the Truck Series. Be sure to drop him out here. Let us know you engage with us a little bit. We love it. It's great interaction for all the viewers. It's great for us as commentators. It's definitely great for the league. It gives them some feedback on what you look forward to seeing most, so that, you know, future seasons might be catering a little more to what you're looking for. So we get started here. Track map up on the screen. Should be getting ready to go green this time around. Pace car is off.
Green.
And these guys have the green now. We are underway. First lap of the race. And the 25 of Stephen Gall is looking to try and get his lead early on in this one. Going to be interesting to see the pace here. Pace is definitely what we want to watch here in this one. Without a doubt. Because it's going to change up quick. Short track, especially with the type of configuration that it is, it's going to eat tires quick. These guys are also running on a 30% fuel cap, so first couple of laps may, as we get a little close there between the 74 of Kyle Simmons and the 27 of Aaron Martin there. First few laps will probably go quick, but I can almost bet that the pace is going to slow down drastically here, or things are still gonna start getting a little sideways, getting a little squirrely there as we see the 45 of Brent Thompson taking his pace rather slow here, just going to keep things steady. It may seem like he's being slower here in the beginning, but that approach there, ultimately slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. He will be able to extend the life of those tires a little bit, maybe not burn them out as quick as some of these other guys, and when they start getting loose traction out there on the track, he may be able to sneak in for a pass on somebody and may wind up finding himself in first place. You never know. 6 laps already underway here of 125 in this one, as the 25 of Stephen Gall with a commanding lead right now. A 2-second gap between him and the 27 of Aaron Martin. As the sun is now going down, you can see the reflection of it beaming on the cars as they go around that turn 1 and 2 up there. We may take this one into nightfall. It just depends. If we stay green most of the time, this should be a rather quick race. But as we know, cautions can tend to shake things up a little bit. Last week's race was a pretty fun one to watch. Charlotte stayed green most of the time. I don't really believe, if I remember correctly, and memory serves me right here, I want to say it was a fairly smooth race with not really any hiccups. And these guys were able to really get out there and get some green flag racing in. Pit stops definitely shook things up quite a bit. And that very well may be the case tonight, depending on what the pace is here, which right now drivers are kind of spreading out a bit here, a little bit of gaps. Definitely a gap there between the 25 of Stephen Gall and the 27 of Aaron Martin. And a slightly decent-sized gap between the 27 and the 74 of Kyle Simmons there. You see the 27 getting a little squirrely, though. That's what I was talking about earlier. Those first few laps are going to go relatively fast. But depending on how you're driving that car into the turns, if you're overdriving it, it is going to show early on. No halfway stage here to save these guys, so this is straight through racing. The only break they're going to catch would be a caution from someone wrecking, so it will definitely be interesting. They do have 2 extra sets of tires in the pits. However, those are kind of hard to get to if the racing stays green flag the entire time. Doesn't really offer you much of an opportunity to sneak in there and get those tires and some fresh fuel before you're a lap or even 2 laps down here at a track this size. This one's so short and small, it doesn't take much. So the pit strategy here is definitely going to be an interesting one. At some point, each of these guys are definitely going to have to take some tires so that they don't wind up getting a meatball flag and getting DQ'd from the race. We saw, I want to say somebody had that happen a couple of weekends ago, or it may have been last weekend. Stayed out on tires a little longer than they should have, and they wound up with a meatball flag. Definitely don't want that to be the case here. And not if it can be helped anyway. 17 laps now of 125 down. So we are breezing right along in this one. And I don't know what the cameraman's fixation is here with the 27 of Aaron Martin. But he definitely wants you guys to see that car, no doubt. Let's take a quick little cycle around here. We'll jump to the 74 of Kyle Simmons. I do apologize because I just realized this entire time we have been looking around the track and I did not have the driver box up to show who you're looking at here. Even though you've heard me say their names, and just a little added feat there to throw the driver info box up there is the 45 of Brent Thompson making his way around. Still driving pretty conservatively here, and I'm telling you, you can believe it or not, but that conservative stance there on the track It will bail you out of some hairy situations. You see, as he's entering the turns there, he's not really getting loose. He's not giving too much throttle in it. He's driving really conservative, and it seems slow for the time being. It really does. But I guarantee you, by lap 50, he will still be able to drive just as he's driving like that right there, and it's going to wind up making him faster because a lot of these guys are going to be sliding around if they're taking these turns too hard and eating these tires up. So it's a doable pace. It looks slow on track, I will admit. It makes you look like you're the slowest one out of the bunch. However, it is more fuel efficient and it is more tire wear efficient. And at these short tracks, like Langley, it is everything. Tire wear is everything here. You peel the tires off quick, it's gonna wind up costing you the race, possibly even some complications. Nobody wants that. Let's jump up front here with our leader, the 25 of Stephen Gall. Now got about a 6-second gap there between himself and the 27 of Aaron Martin. And he is also gaining on the 45 of Brent Thompson there. Kind of see him slowing down a little more in the turns there. Not sure what his tire wear looks like here because we haven't really been seeing a lot of him as he is so much further ahead of the rest of the guys here. He's kind of looks like he's got some conservativeness. He got a little loose there in the turn. 28 laps now should be into this one, 27. So he's currently still running that first place position here. .28 this time through. And he is gaining ever so slightly on the 45 of Brent Thompson there. We'll see how all of this plays off. Maybe even get us up some driver. I don't want to take up too much of your screen here, but we will at least get the dashboard up there. You can kind of see what these drivers' speeds are looking like into the turns. And kind of give us an idea and help us gauge a little bit on just how much tire wear they may be having here based off the speed. So a little bit of wall dragage there from the 25. I'm not sure if I think he may just be washing up just that much from the tire wear. 31 laps now completed as he slowly gains on the 45 of Brent Thompson, looking to put him a lap down here, and he might do so here, and he does. Brent not going to change up his pace though. He's going to keep it his usual pace there as the 25 of Stephen Gall has just about made contact with the wall every corner around here. So you have to think again that probably comes down to the tire wear here. I wish we had a way to monitor and kind of show the tire wear for each driver. Unfortunately, we don't really have a way to do that, so we'll run with what we got and what we know from actually racing and what I may have experienced on my own in the truck series. And you see the pace changing up quite a bit for the 25 here. He's trying his best to stay off the wall, getting to about 90 on the straights there, taking the turns now at between 60 and 70. Looks like we have had a bit of a switch up on the leaderboard here as the 74 of Kyle Simmons just overtook the 27 of Aaron Martin there. And it looks like these two may go to battle here for a little bit, as the 27 of Aaron Martin looking to try and keep that second place position. You see these guys also hitting about 60 to 70 in the turns here. Everybody getting conservative now, 37 laps in. And 125 laps at a short track, it doesn't sound like much. And honestly, when you're talking time, it is not much. Green flag, stay in green flag conditions, the race will go relatively smooth, even with these guys having a slower pace because of tire wear or what have you. However, to these drivers, this 125 laps can sometimes feel like an eternity, especially if you're fighting tire wear. You're trying to rack your brain on what an efficient pit strategy would be to take fuel, because we're going to wind up seeing that here too at least once, as it looks like the 27 of Aaron Martin going to try to weasel in to the inside there to get around that 74 of Kyle Simmons. He wants that second place position back, and he is going to try his best to get out there. As he does get around him here, look to try and stick with it. 74 of Kyle Simmons backing off just a little bit as they trade positions one more time there. Now putting the 27 of Aaron Martin back in second place. Other than that, leaderboard is staying about the same. We've got the 45 of Brent Thompson still a lap down here. I would dare say drivers are probably nearing needing to pit here soon. I will take the driver dashboard down for just a minute here and see if we can't get some pit stop info up here. I don't believe that is going to be really any use. It doesn't look like it here, so no one has pitted yet, so it looks gonna see how far these drivers can push it on their current lap here. Is Stephen Gall has now gone 44 laps without needing to pit. Everyone moving the chains up here. We'll keep this pit stop up so we can kind of keep track of when these guys pit, so that we can kind of gauge also if we're going to wind up seeing a second green flag pit stop possibly. So far, no one has gone into the pits yet. I will say the pit stop strategy stint length here, it's going to wind up being a great tool for this league when they get into the, I don't want to necessarily say bigger, but in actuality it is, the bigger series like your ARCA, your trucks, and your Xfinity, and your Cup cars. Once these guys start moving into that coming here in September, it's going to be a little while before they get the ladder series stood up, but it will start here in September, and this pit stop strategy box will come in handy here when these guys start running longer races and multiple pit stops during one race. Right now, most of the truck series and the street stock series here, we typically get one green flag pit stop. The rest usually either happen under a caution, especially in the truck series. Those guys do still have a halfway stage, so there's that. As the 25 of Stephen Gall trying to keep this commanding lead that he has here. Now 12 seconds on the 74 of Kyle Simmons, who has now taken over the 27 of Aaron Martin. So those two still going at it back there. 27 getting a little sideways in the turn, but he is keeping it between the lines there. Get our dashboard back up here. Show you some driver speeds now. 74 trying to keep that gap there between him and the 27. This has been about the only two cars on the track tonight who have been battling back and forth. Neither one of these guys really wanting to give up that second place position there. As it looks like the 74 of Kyle Simmons and the 27 of Aaron Martin now gaining on the 45 of Brent Thompson, as the sun's just now starting to go over here, and we've got a little bit of darkness falling on the track, which means the lights may be coming on soon. 56 laps now knocked out of this one out of 125. So we are almost to the halfway marker here. As it looked like the 27 of Aaron Martin there gave a slight little nudge to the 74 of Kyle Simmons. And these guys are really having themselves a little battle here. Been pretty much the whole race been right there with one another, and neither one really wanting to give an inch here. I did say in the beginning that every point counts here, as playoffs loom just in the distance here. It will be playoff season before you know it. If I am not mistaken, I will take a look at my schedule here, but I want to say that our first playoff race is right around the corner in June. Let me take a look here. Yeah, June 24th to be exact. And what a race that is going to be, as these guys will be starting off the round of 12 getting a road course out of the way at Lime Rock. So things are getting real here. I mean, we are right here at the playoff season, and before you know it, we will be crowning a champion here for the first season of the Palmetto Racing League's StreetStock series. Brent Thompson back there trying to do what he can to keep pace with these guys. No one has made a pit stop yet, I do not believe. Everyone's still on the lead lap except for the 45 there. It's the 25 of Stephen Gall is just out there dancing around the track. Looks like it was yeah, I thought I saw that right. The 25 is rapidly approaching the 45 of Brent Thompson again, looking to put him another lap down for a total of 2. But not only that, that means he is that much closer to putting the 27 and the 74 of Kyle Simmons both a lap down, which could wind up being a good thing for the 25 of Stephen Gall, as it would basically give him a little grace, so to speak, in the pits when he does decide to make himself a pit stop here. Make life a little bit easier on him. He won't have to sweat as much about losing his position once he does decide to pit here. As the 27 of Aaron Martin trying to catch back up to the 74 of Kyle Simmons. Not a massive gap there, but it is enough of one to really be able to tell the difference. Probably been our most exciting battle throughout this race here, as it looked like the 45 of Brent Thompson went ahead and pitted here. Let's take a look at that pit strategy, because I am curious. And let's see here, pit stop. Let me make sure I get the right one up here, guys. I do apologize. Let's see, pit stop lap. So there we go. Brent Thompson took his first pit stop at lap 64. So he got about 64 laps out of it, and I'm not sure how much fuel he had to spare there on that one. We see the 74 of Kyle Simmons out there still holding on to second place now. Aaron Martin now in the 27, currently in pits. So he just took his first pit stop around lap 72, 73 here. We'll wait and see if that generates on the pit stop strategy.
All right, I'm pitting.
The 25 of Stephen Gall saying he is going to pit now. So looks like these guys are going to be coming in. We'll take down that pit strategy box here and get the dashboards back up. Kind of see what this does, if anything, to the leaderboard now, as the 27 of Aaron Martin taking his pit, now down 3 laps coming out. Very, very, very quickly went down those 3 laps there. Brent Thompson getting one of his laps back now. He's going to try to do his best to get on the lead lap, as the 25 of Stephen Gall is currently exiting pits. I don't know that he took any tires there. Maybe he did. 74 of Kyle Simmons looks like he is now coming out. Brent Thompson still going to try to make his way around here and hopefully get himself back on the lead lap now, as the 25 of Stephen Gall is now back out on the track. So this did not change up the leaderboard too much. Did drop the 27 of Aaron Martin down to the bottom here, being 2 laps down. So looks like him and the 45 of Brent Thompson swapped places here. 76 laps completed in this one out of 125, so we are nearing towards the end here. This one is winding down, and don't believe we will have an opportunity for any more green flag pit stops. I think that is going to do it. Let's jump up front here with our leader, the 25 of Stephen Gall, still currently running first here. Kind of see how he is doing. I don't believe, let me double check, see if I have a way for us to tell. Well, tell you what, let's look at the pit stop times real quick. Looks like the 25 of Stephen Gall had a 22-second pit stop time. Simmons had a 22. I don't know. I don't feel like that is accurate. I don't understand how, unless the 27 of Aaron Martin maybe had some damage, but I can tell you from the top three's pit stop times there, all of those guys took tires. So a fuel pit stop would have only taken them 8 to 9 seconds max. Each one of them took 22 seconds roughly. So yeah, that is definitely indicative of new tires, as the 25 of Stephen Gall getting a little sideways out there, maybe from those new tires not warming up yet, excuse me. So those guys definitely took tires, and it looks like I said 27 of Aaron Martin possibly got himself some damage fixed there. I don't recall. I'm looking through our event log now. I don't recall him taking any damage for anything, so not sure why he was in there for almost a minute. But he's back out on the track now, so hopefully he's able to make something happen here. So now the 25 of Stephen Gall and the 74 of Kyle Simmons both kind of just riding comfortably out here now. Not really any competition from anybody other than themselves. If the 74 of Kyle Simmons could catch up to the 25 there, which he is trying to do, that would be a excellent battle in my opinion there, as the 27 of Aaron Martin now currently out of pits. That would definitely be a battle. But both the 45 of Brent Thompson and the 27 there of Aaron Martin, both laps down here after pit stops and things of that nature. So easy sailing for these guys so far. The only ones who really have to sweat are the 27 and the 45, desperately looking to try and make those laps up. The 27 of Aaron Martin trying to get around that 25 car to at least get one of his laps back to put him only 2 laps down instead of 3, and best to try and do so. I don't fault the guy at all here for trying to get around that 25 while he has him in sight here, because the way he has been going around the track tonight, he has probably been the most efficient car out on the track tonight, getting around at the short track. I mean, he's done it pretty effortlessly, other than, you know, a couple of wall drags here and there, which is bound to happen at these shorter tracks at some point or another. Wash up comes for us all eventually. Me, I'm kind of the exact opposite. I'm not terrible at short tracks, but I just, they're not my thing. I'd rather jump into something like Talladega, super speedways, any of the super speedways. I actually got my first win in league racing during season 1, running the Gen 6 cars at iRacing Super Speedway. Super fun race, and to some it may not be much, but you know, to me, was definitely the highlight of my racing career here on iRacing, as it was my very first win in anything, and it was definitely a proud moment for me. Some people that do racing frequently, they don't, I don't know, get the vibe sometimes that folks discredit super speedways because of drafting and things of that nature. But to me, it just shows you the amount of skill that goes into racing, especially at draft tracks, because it is so risky and trying at times, and it is one of those things where if you've been watching some of the truck series races at Talladega or Daytona, you will quickly learn that when you lose the pack, you lose the race. No draft means no win. 30 laps to go in this one now, so we have finally hit the countdown ticker here with laps to go. Let's take a look around the track here at some of these guys trying to get it in to Brent Thompson in the 45 there, trying his best to get around and get that one lap back. He is currently hanging on for dear life here as the 25 is right behind him, vastly approaching, gonna try to put him another lap down in this one. And it looks like he may do so here shortly with a little bit of contact to the wall from the 45 of Brent Thompson. As the 25 of Stephen Gall gonna make his way to the inside there, putting Brent Thompson down 2 laps now. The 25 looking for his next target, that of the 74 of Kyle Simmons, the only driver on the track currently who is not a lap down other than our leader, the 25 of Stephen Gall. Stephen gonna try his best to make his way up to the 74 there and have him join the lap down club. .24 laps to go in this one now, and it is almost wrapped up here as the track lights have come on. The sun has officially gone down, so the track just a little bit brighter here. Not gonna matter much though, because these 23 laps should go pretty quickly here, unless something crazy happens and a caution comes out, which, knock on wood, we have not had a caution yet, so that has been pretty nice. Just 22 laps to go in this one now. Driver's kind of slowing down a little bit here and getting a bit more conservative. Unless you are the 25 of Stephen Gall, you are just out there riding comfortably. Still doing his best to gain on that 74 of Kyle Simmons. doing so pretty efficiently here. $19 to go in this one. Let's take a look at the 74 of Kyle Simmons here, who is doing his best to keep his pace where it's at currently, not wanting the 25 of Stephen Gall to catch up to him. Brent Thompson in the 45 now 2 laps down. The 27 of Aaron Martin 3 laps down in this one. And we are very, very close here to the 27 claiming another win in the StreetStock series here at Langley Speedway. Not going to count the other drivers out just yet. Anything can happen. Everyone pretty spaced out and about each corner of the track there. If you look at the track map up in the top right, shout out to our sponsor there, VB Racing, helping us make this thing possible. $14 laps to go in this one now, about getting ready to be 13 this time around, as the 25 of Stephen Gall is quickly trying to make his way up to the 74. And we're going to see if the 74 here can survive the lap down chaos from the 25 of Stephen Gall, as he has put everyone else a lap down. The 74, the only one able to stay out of that, but that 25 is... man, he is really making his way around the track. Tell you what, let's switch things up a bit. Let's go to the 25 of Stephen Gall, and let's ride in some cockpit view here. Kind of show you what he's looking at there, as he is trying his best to catch up to the 74, and he very well may do so here. Keeping him right there in the corner of the windshield. Eyes on him the entire time. Oh, 25 getting a little squirrely there. A little bit of contact with the wall, nothing too major though, but he is trying his best here to gain on the 74 of Kyle Simmons. Oh, it looked like the 74 of Kyle Simmons got a little loose there. Might have been rear view mirror driving, trying to see the 25 coming up in his rear sights. And that may have cost him a few seconds there, as the 25 is right on, almost on his bumper here. Definitely going to continue to try and close that gap, as he stays tight to that inside line there. Running kind of low. Looked like a little bit of a miss there. Didn't cost him too much though. He is quickly trying to gain here. 7 laps to go in this one now. And I don't know if the 74 is going to be able to hold him off to keep from going a lap down in this one. The 25 is coming forward as he shoots to the inside now. And it definitely looks like he may have had what it needed to get around the 74 of Kyle Simmons, who is now a lap down. Not going to count him out, though, that's for sure. He can still easily get that lap back with 6 laps to go. He's just got to hit his marks efficiently here, as the rest of the drivers now are going to have to worry about the 25 trying to catch up to them with only 5 laps to go. The 25 of Stephen Gall trying to pull away from the 74 of Kyle Simmons here, as Simmons definitely wants his lap back. Doesn't change position at all, as he is the only driver out of the 4 currently who is only 1 lap down in this one. Not gonna lie, a little disappointed about tonight's turnout. Was kind of hoping for more drivers here. Keep the action flowing. These 4 guys have gotten out here tonight, and they have done a heck of a job. It has definitely been some clean racing. Nobody letting anybody do anything here. That is for certain. Any moves made here tonight, any laps that got put down, they got put down with some effort. It wasn't because somebody just let them, that's for sure. And this is our white flag lap this time around. Unless something drastic changes here. The 25 of Stephen Gall will most likely be taking home the win here. And that is it. This one is in the bag, as the 25 of Stephen Gall is your Street Stock Series winner tonight at Langley Speedway after a very, very interesting 125 lap race tonight. Definitely a fun one to watch here. These guys left it all out on the track there. I was about to say, the way he was slowing down, I was kind of starting to wonder if maybe possibly he may have run out of fuel. But it looks like he was just trying to set himself up for the victory donuts here.
Good win, bro. Good win.
And I do apologize. This is the current standings that we have right now, with the 40 of Zachary Audette with 389 points leading. Brent Thompson in second with 382. Stephen Gall here, our race winner tonight, in third with 376. Kyle Simmons in that 74, rounding out fourth place here with 354 points. Aaron Martin in the 27 at 287. Mr. Dole Boyd there in the 001, who was not able to make it tonight, with 281. These are all the points right now currently before tonight's race. This does not have the points from tonight's race factored in yet, so these points will go up by the time we are back here again next week. So I did just want to stress that a little bit there. That does not include tonight's points. So, oh, and he sent it so hard tonight that he blew the motor in that 25 car. So again, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Be sure to tune in this weekend. Let me double check on this just to make sure. This weekend, the Truck Series is heading to Kansas Speedway for 75 laps before heading to Talladega the following weekend. So, if you ain't got nothing going on this Saturday, be sure to tune in to the Truck Series racing, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Should be an awesome time, and we'll hope to see you then. But until then, y'all enjoy your evening, and we'll catch you Saturday or next week.